Call the meeting to order for September 2nd, 2025. We'll ask Terry Hadcock if she would please lead the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's Brother Tim Probus. If you would come up to the mic there and he'll lead us in a prayer.
Heavenly Father, God, as we come here tonight, God, we ask you, Lord, that you just bless this meeting, Father, Lord, that you just give the guidance and the directions, Father, Lord, the discussions, Lord, let them be productive. And Father God, that the decisions be just, Father, everything, Lord, that is done here will be for the upbuilding of this city, Father, and we just ask you to bless its people and its leaders. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Brother.
Thank you.
Okay, moving down the agenda. Approval of the regular meeting minutes from August 18th, 2025. Everyone has received last week a copy of the minutes. If there are no questions or corrections, I'll entertain a motion in a second to approve those.
I make a motion that we approve it.
Motion by Clayton, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next up is approval and ratification of bills.
Only thing, Tyler, over there on the Sunbeam Trailer Park on that demolition on that mobile home, I noticed it was $2,500. Is the city being reimbursed for that?
We send a bill, and if they don't pay it, then we file liens.
Is that the one that was next to Danny Joe's property?
I have one.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer park borders his property, and there was one trailer that was in really, really bad shape. We'd been trying to get something done about it for a pretty extensive amount of time, and we finally just had to take care of it.
I make a motion, we pay the bills.
Motion by Tootie, second by Billy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Visitors, have Mr. Jimmy Marksberry. You want to come up and to the microphone there?
My name's Jimmy Marksberry. My wife and I own a business over on 280 Commerce Drive, exit 107 Homes. 9 years ago, when we developed the property, I worked with Sheila at the city about getting the city approval, then we get our building approved through the state. Back when we put in our driveway, we put in a culvert, what was recommended at the time for the business. Since then, there's been an opening of the ditch above our property in riprap, real nice job, but it's brought more water down our way. And the culvert that we put in will not handle the amount of water that's coming down there. So I contacted this, we've had several washouts where Commerce actually washed out on the edge of the road, pretty dangerous, but every time we've called the city, they're down there like the next day taking care of it. So a little over a year ago, called the city about this culvert deal because I kept putting gravel on it, keeps washing away, the culvert's full, it's a problem. And never really got a good substantial plan about what was gonna happen, what needed to happen, what I needed to do, or anything of that nature. So I'm here it's been over a year. I've got a truck driver that's turned into our asphalt. I've had a cone sitting out there for over a year, and I'm surprised my wife hasn't said, hey, Jimmy, you need to do something sooner. So I'm here to find out, in cooperation with the city, what we can do to get that culvert out, get a new one put in. I realize that I got to take care of the asphalt and concrete and all that other stuff, but I just want to get on an agenda, get a plan together.
Okay. Wes, you,
Yeah,
can-
I think I met with you down there once before.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be about a 2 to 3 week project for us to do that. Of course, like we talked before, the tiles and stuff like the rock that go back will be at your expense. We'll do the labor, but as far as the tiles and stuff like that, so it's just getting that big of a log of a time I can send guys down there to be tied up for that long. I'm sorry it's taken us this long, and we've had a lot of big projects that we've been trying to finish up, but hopefully here soon, we're gonna be freed up enough that we can start doing stuff like that. I know Clayton's got some stuff for me to do out Hilltop. We've got ditching everywhere that we got to work on, but I'll try to get down there either tomorrow or the next day, and we'll go over it again, and I'll refigure everything, and we'll see what it's gonna cost you to actually for us to do that.
So Wesley, is the tile full? Or is it?
Yeah. The rock from his parking lot had washed down and has filled the tiles completely solid.
So you don't think you can clean the tile?
No.
There would, I mean, we're gonna have to dig them out and stand them up and try to shake them out to do that.
I
And
believe we're gonna have to double what I
they're
got
not near
in there.
big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It needs 2 tiles probably to carry, because he's all the way down at the bottom there.
Right.
So everything from the vet clinic all the way up to the top of the hill comes down that side.
Yeah. And, you know, I talked about privately, you know, having it done. The problem is there's a gas line
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
a water line that runs, and nobody wants to touch it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so.
right.
We don't like to either. Utilities really don't like for us to, but they'll help us with it.
Yeah,
So, but, yeah, I'll try to get down there, I'll try to get down there tomorrow,
okay,
and, we'll get a plan, and should be, hopefully, in the next few weeks, I should be able to free it up to where we can start doing stuff like that.
Well, I'm sure the problem will be is us taking a while is going, you got another access to your business?
oh, no, we've been accessing it, it's just, it gets a little dangerous.
No, but when we dig it
Once
out,
we tear it out.
when we tear it out, do you have access to your business?
It's 120 feet,
Yeah,
so
so
I-
we'll tear out and put some back.
Gotcha.
As we
Yeah.
go.
yes, sir, yeah,
Right in the middle, we'll have to put a catch basin though, because we can only do 60 feet without having a catch basin.
yeah, yeah.
So.
That's what it needs anyway.
Yeah,
You could
that way
actually
you
get
can
it
clean it
in and
out,
clean
but-
it out maybe.
I believe when we did it originally, looking back on it, the recommendation or whatever was probably incorrect, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, whatever he recommends that we needed to do, if we would have had done that 9 years ago, we're ready to do it. It's
Yeah.
just, we just need them to do their part, and the financial part we'll take care of.
Okay.
So,
I understand.
yeah,
Well, we
I'll get your
appreciate that,
number
and
Here in a minute, and, I'll call you tomorrow. And
Okay.
then we'll figure out a time to meet down there.
all right. All right.
Does
Thank you
that
very much.
satisfy you?
Yeah.
Okay.
good.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
You want to talk? State your name, because she has to do all the, she has to
Yeah.
type up all the things, so.
Yeah, my name's Kenny Clark, and I got a little complaint about the Amish stuff they scattered all over the road. I ride a Harley. I was coming over on 401. It ain't the first time, it's happened many times. It's about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was coming around through there, and I was coming towards Leitchfield, and these cars coming this way, and I tried to dodge it, but couldn't. And I done everything but go down, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And so I want some diapers put on them things. It's against the law for the grass to be blowed out there, and that stuff is a lot slicker than grass.
Yeah, it's.
And
it
so
can
I
get-
like to get, some of them do put things on there to catch it. But there ain't no reason they can't put them on all of them if they're gonna be out here on the highway.
Yeah,
They're tax-free, tear the roads up. I've been to Big O many times getting my tires fixed. They don't pay to put a new tire on my vehicle.
yeah.
So, that's where I'm coming from. I'd like, somebody to do something about it.
Have you been to physical court?
Huh?
Have you been to the physical court?
In here before?
No, physical court, Grace County Physical
Grayson
Court,
County.
magistrates.
That, the fiscal court that has, they are over the
No,
county roads.
No.
Yeah, we only take care of the city. We can only
we don't have any
Where
authority
do I
for
need to
anything.
go
other
to?
than-
I'll get on the speedboat tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physical court, Grayson County Physical Court,
Okay.
Judge
I'm not
Henderson.
sure
Okay, I
when they
was
meet. Are you, Lori?
I was directed over here.
If it's in the city,
Huh?
if it's in the city, we
Well,
have,
it's happened in the city many times.
I understand that.
Well, I complain about the city too, 'cause hey,
Yeah.
it's happened to me in the city.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about this one time, a car was coming towards me, and I was going that way. I mean, it's happened to me many times here in Leitchfield.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
401.
Now, that's over in
Breckenridge
Breckenridge
Right,
County.
right. But if I need to complain about the city, I'll complain about the city here too, 'cause it's happened here in the city.
I know the county has already had that, brought that up about that, and Judge
Yeah,
Henderson knows, Judge Henderson knows the ruling that they got because they tried to do it.
Well, what, they ain't doing nothing about it, or?
Yeah, I don't know that they can.
I mean, I know they have a religion, but I got a religion too. I'm Baptist, but I'm a living Baptist, and I want to stay living. And I can't do it going through that damn bull or horse stuff.
Understand?
Kenny,
It's time for y'all to stand up and get some backbone and do something about it.
Kenny, is it pretty hazardous to you on your motorcycles? Is that mainly your reason?
Well, Lord, yes, that's what I was on. There ain't no sense of waiting till somebody gets killed before y'all do anything about it.
Well, we have.
Or whoever's got control of it.
Yeah, we have laws that we have to follow,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, a lot of times we're
Well,
hamstrung by.
I'll see what gets done. If the laws won't let you do it, I'll have to go to higher.
Yeah, but as far as out in the county, now, if it's in Breckenridge County, their fiscal court would be the ones to
Yeah.
talk to.
Right, but it's
Grayson
bad.
County Fiscal Court would be county
Right.
roads or state roads, so.
I want to complain about it over here too, 'cause it's happened many times here in Grayson County.
Do
Yeah.
we have an ordinance that they have to have
No.
anything on them in town?
No. The county tried that at one time and it didn't.
Well, it's time for the county to step up, the city, and whoever needs to step up.
Yeah.
Put some big paints on.
Yeah,
Sir, I will tell you that back a few years ago, there were some counties in Kentucky that tried to pass something similar to that, to where the horses' droppings were not being dropped on the roads, and their laws were challenged all the way to the Kentucky Supreme Court, and in each of the cases, the Kentucky Supreme Court told those entities in the counties and cities that were trying to enforce it that they cannot, because that the horses were a mode of transportation. So you might want to talk to, we have our state senator and state representative, both live in Grayson County.
Yeah,
I believe it's probably going to have to come from a state level down.
Some of them do wear the things, put diapers on them or whatever.
Right.
But if they can do it, they all can do it. It don't cost that much.
I agree.
I like the Amish. I just had one, I had a car cover. I had no car. I sold it. I had her, I went about 30 miles from here to pick it up. I run onto her at Walmart. She cut it in two and made me 2 motorcycle covers out of it. I like the Amish. But hey, I want to live too.
I understand.
And there ain't no sense of somebody on a motorcycle going through that stuff and going down. But I'll see.
Thank you.
I'll go to official court.
Yes.
We'll check and see what the state will allow us to do.
Okay. And if I don't, then I'll
Go
get
higher.
host of Trump somehow. I gotta go there myself. All right, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny.
Anyone else that like to address the council? All right, next up is public hearing on a proposal to amend the text of the zoning ordinance. I'll open the floor at this time for public comment. I'm guessing it'd be okay to close the floor to public comment at this time?
Do we need a motion on that?
No. No. All right, second and final reading of a summary of an amendment to an ordinance involving public hearings of text amendments to zoning regulations. Earlene?
Whereas on July 19th, 1999, the city of Leitchfield, Kentucky enacted an ordinance providing for the creation of a planning and zoning board, which said ordinance provided requirements for text amendments to the zoning ordinance. And whereas in order for the ordinance to reflect the requirements of Kentucky revised statutes related to text amendments for planning and zoning, the city makes the following amendment. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky, that Ordinance 99-6 passed on 7/19/99 is hereby amended as follows, with deleted portions being indicated by a line drawn through them and encompassed by brackets enclosing them, with the added portions being underlined. Amendments, zoning text amendments. Amendments to this chapter shall be performed in the same manner as adoption of the original chapter and in conformance with Kentucky Revised Statute, Chapter 100, with a minimum of one public hearing. The Planning Commission shall hold the public hearing duly enacted on this the second day of September 2025, after first being read on the 18th day of August 2025, said ordinance to be effective upon publication.
Okay, I will entertain a motion in a second.
moved.
Motion by Billy,
Second.
second by Clayton, and we'll do a roll call. Tim?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
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 Terry?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, guys. Next up, second and final reading of an ordinance relating to ad valorem taxation and imposing a bank franchise and local deposit tax of 2025. Ms. Sabrina? Is this you? This is Orlando, okay.
Whereas the City of Leitchfield is a municipal corporation in the home rule class in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and whereas the City of Leitchfield is required by the Kentucky Revised Statutes to annually by ordinance provide for the assessment of all property within the corporate limits of the city and levy an ad valorem tax thereon, and whereas the City of Leitchfield is authorized by Chapter 136 of the Kentucky Revised Statutes to impose a bank franchise and local deposit tax, be it ordained by the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky, that ad valorem tax for 2025 of 12 cents of each 100 valuation is hereby levied on all motor vehicles and 27.19 cents of each 100 of other personal property and 70.9 cents of each 100 worth of property is hereby levied on all lands, improvements, and held or owned by any person, firm, company, corporation, or association in his, hers, theirs, or its name, or a fiduciary or agent, and subject to taxation under the laws of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, located in the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky, including all property and franchises heretofore and thereafter assessed by the Department of Revenue, the State Board of Evaluation and Assessment, and Railroad Commission, which assessments to the extent applicable shall be adopted by the city. Taxes realized from said levy shall be deposited into the general fund of the city and utilized for general municipal purposes as determined by the city council. B, that the taxes hereby levied in this section shall become due and payable 30 days after the tax bill has been mailed, and if any tax bill is not paid 30 days thereafter, the tax shall be declared delinquent and shall be subject to a penalty of 6% and shall bear interest at the rate of 6% per annum until paid. A discounted 2% shall be allowed on all taxes if paid prior to 30 days from the date tax bills are mailed. The taxes imposed herein shall be payable at City Hall, 515 South Main Street, Leitchfield, Kentucky, during regular business hours. That the collection of taxes, interest, and penalties shall be the duty of the city tax collector, who shall bill the taxes by mailing a statement to taxpayers. The city clerk treasurer is designated herein as the city tax collector. D, that for each calendar year, the assessment date for all property located within the corporate limits of Leitchfield, Kentucky shall be January 1st, and the valuation of property subject to taxation shall be, insofar as it applicable, the same assessed value as assessed by the Grayson County Property Valuation Administrator, who shall receive the fees provided by law for furnishing such assessments to the city. To the extent applicable, the assessments provided by the State Department of Revenue, the State Board of Evaluation and Assessment, and Railroad Commission shall be adopted by the city. Section 2A, there is hereby imposed on all financial institutions as defined in KRS Chapter 136 located within the corporate limits of the city of Litchfield, Kentucky for the 2025 tax year and all subsequent years, a franchise tax at the rate of .025% on all deposits as defined by KRS Chapter 136 maintained by such financial institutions. B, the city of Litchfield will issue tax bills to financial institutions no later than December 1st of each year. Payment of the tax shall be due with a 2% discount by December 31st of each year or without discount by January 31st of each year. All taxes imposed by this section which are not paid before January 31st shall be deemed delinquent and shall be subject to a penalty of 6% and shall bear interest at the rate of 6% per annum. Section 3A, the city of Litchfield, Kentucky shall have a lien for taxes upon any and all property subject to the tax imposed by this ordinance, which lien shall be superior to all encumbrances prior or subsequent. B, all money collected pursuant to this ordinance shall be paid into the general fund of the city to be used for the payment of proper expenditures as determined by the city council. C, on or about April 1st of each year, the city clerk treasurer shall prepare a list of all outstanding unpaid tax bills within the city and shall promptly cause such a list showing the name of each delinquent taxpayer, the number of the tax bill, and the amount due to be published in the newspaper having the largest circulation in the county. Said publication shall indicate that a fee in the sum of $5 for each time the delinquent list is published and shall be added to the amount owed on each delinquent tax bill. The city clerk treasurer is hereby directed to send a copy of this ordinance to the Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Revenue, Frankfort, Kentucky. Section 5, this ordinance shall take effect upon its passage and publication according to law adopted by the City Council of the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky at a meeting held on the 2nd day of September 2025 after having first been read on the 18th day of August 2025.
Any questions or concerns, Marlene, for this reading? If not, I'll entertain a motion in a second, and we'll have a roll call.
I'd make a motion.
Motion by Clayton, second by Tootie. Roll call, Tim?
Nay.
George? Aye. Clayton?
Aye.
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 Okay. All right, thank you, guys.
Mr. Mayor, if I could explain my vote.
Sure.
Just really briefly. The reason I'm against the raise in the taxes is our yearly budget's somewhere around $11.5 million. We have almost that amount in savings and liquid net assets. If there was an articulable reason to raise taxes, I would consider that. There is not. We cannot plan for a black swan event. And even though it's just $5 per 50,000, if we look at what an average house is, $250,000 to $300,000, it gets in people's pocket. This is also an expansion of government for the expansion of government. I am concerned, long-term, that we need to look at the taxpayer and the burden that's on the taxpayer and realize that they're going to know how to spend their money and be a good steward of their money better than what we can.
I agree with him 100%, and a while ago I was thinking about something else. I recant my vote and vote with Tim on not raising that.
If he's retracting his vote, then, I mean, he seconded, I believe. Did he make the motion? Well, we would need to, I would suggest they revote. You ask for another motion and second.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna back up, second and final reading of an ordinance relating to ad valorem taxation and imposing a bank franchise and local deposit tax 2025. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Terry, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tootie. Roll call, Tim?
Nay.
George?
Nay?
Aye.
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 Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.
All right. You got what you needed, Lori? Yes. Okay. All right, next up is appointment for the vacancy on the Planning and Zoning Commission. I will recommend that we appoint Teresa Clemens to that position. And she will move up from the Board of Adjustments, which will leave a vacancy on the Board of Adjustments, which we can address at our next meeting, I guess, Tyler. Since that vacancy will open up tonight as we appoint her, that'll give us till the next meeting to appoint somebody to the Board of Adjustments. So I'll entertain a motion in a second.
I make a motion that we appoint Teresa Clemens to the
I second
planning and
it.
zoning.
Motion by George, second by Clayton. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. All right, next up is declare Dodge Charger VIN. I'll let you guys read that. As surplus and approval to donate to the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. David, you want to speak on that?
Well, what started all this is you have a copy of a letter from the McGoffin County Sheriff who explains their financial situations down there. They've been involved in a lot of stuff, the flooding and stuff of that nature, and I think the letter kind of explains everything to you guys, gives all the figures that they have. I personally feel that we have a vehicle here, 2013, that would actually be the one that would be surplus once our new cruisers arrive. That would be the first one that I would ask for y'all to surplus. I actually looked on Gov Deals today. These cars are bringing anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 max. I just feel that this would be an opportunity for the city of Leitchfield to show some goodwill toward another agency that right now is in dire need of equipment. You know, kind of goes back to, you know, one day we may need something. So I just thought this was a goodwill gesture from the city of Leitchfield, and that, you know, it would be worth bringing forward to you guys to see what your all's thoughts on this would be.
David, how many people did they send the letter to? Do you know?
To be honest with you,
Did they send it statewide, or did they?
to be honest with you, Billy, I don't know. I never did ask that question.
Well, I'll make a motion recommend you, or take your recommendation on donating it to them.
Well, I make a motion, I second Billy's motion, and I know for a city that's got so much and are so blessed that, and law enforcement has my heart anyway, and so I second Billy's motion on it.
All right.
And to my understanding, it's been in a couple accidents.
It has.
Or
Mechanically-
cosmetic damage.
Mechanically, this car is in good condition.
Understand.
Okay? Body-wise, it's been involved in a couple minor altercations, so the body on it is a little rough.
Costs more to fix the body on it
It's
than it
12
would
years
blood
old.
for it. Yeah.
The equipment, there's going to be some equipment that we're going to leave in it. The light bars, we have no use for those whatsoever. You can't even really surplus them
That's a bad
anymore.
thing. All that stuff outdates.
Yeah,
Your light
and-
bar,
and-
your sirens, your speakers.
There is a radar unit in that car that we're going to look at and see if it's worth us taking out to maybe put in another car. But other than that, all that equipment is actually obsolete to us, you know, with our new cars and stuff
Sure.
like that.
Well, I also say that, David, any time on my behalf that you've got something like that you can help another department that needs, I'm all for you doing it, so.
Thank you. I spoke with Lori, and she looked into how we could do this, as long, if I'm not stepping out of line here, I think as long as it's surplus, you guys do that we can transfer it directly to another agency without doing any bidding or anything of that nature.
Another government agency is, yeah, government to
Yeah.
government. Yes. Yeah, it's not the first time we've done it.
Didn't you say too, David, that probably only surplus we get out was probably 2,500 at the max?
Oh, you would?
The max. I actually looked today on Gov Deals at the 2013s, and there was some of them that was actually in better condition than this
I was
one.
gonna say, you'll not get that.
And it was, the max that they was going for was about 2,500 bucks. And some of them had just a short period of time left, like hours left, and they was at $1,500, you know.
Do we have any more in our fleet that are getting close that you could do that with?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Not at this time. That would be the primary one that I would pick.
Right,
The others, we could still use them if we needed to.
okay, good.
Yeah.
David, the problem with the equipment in it is they don't make the Charger no more, right?
No, they do not.
So,
And
I mean,
of course,
it-
the body
we'll never
style
have
has
another one
changed.
anyway.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
body style has changed from the 2013s on up. So, I mean, we can't even use the cages in them.
Understand.
The partitions or anything, you know.
Right.
So,
We have to designate this surplus first, right? And then donate it.
we do have to do that, right?
Yes, yes.
Surplus first.
So right now, we've got a motion by Billy and a second by Clayton. We vote all in favor for for declaring it surplus?
Yes.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. I'm certain the department will appreciate the help.
Do we have to take a vote now?
Do we?
Well, I mean, we need to get a little PR off of it anyway.
Yeah,
I mean-
and I talked to David about that when they come to pick it up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
have some press here, just let people know that we're, not to be bragging on ourselves, but
Well, I'm
we
not,
are-
I
we are-
don't mean it in that way. I
Yeah,
mean, but we,
me too, that's,
I mean, maybe it'll make another city step up, you know, and help them out too.
yeah.
We get our name out there.
So I'll entertain a motion at this time to donate the car to the McGoffin County Sheriff Department.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Clayton, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tootie, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right,
Thank you all very much, and I'm sure that McGoffin County Sheriff's Department appreciates it also.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Chief.
All right, I need a motion and a second to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion.
I
Motion by
second.
George, second by Clayton. All in favor?
Pursuant KRS 61.810 1F personnel.
Entertain a motion to come back into regular session. So moved.
I make
Motion by
second.
George, second by Clayton. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Earlene, you want to make a statement?
Just a recap. There was some discussion about a recent change of employment of one of our employees.
Okay, thank you. All right, down to unfinished business. You guys have a copy here of the revised documents for the creation of the Leitchfield Grayson County Economic Development Board. We do have on the agenda to approve that, but if it's something you guys want to table and have time to read through it, we can table that till the next meeting if that's what you find suitable, or you guys let me know what you're comfortable with.
Arlene, could you just briefly, for those that didn't have an opportunity to read through the first and second documents, could you just briefly go over the little changes that you and Jeremy and...
Yes, we had, Lori had sent these documents out probably, I don't know, about a month or two ago, the original document. Remember we sent that first round? Yeah.
It's been a while.
And Jeremy Logston and I, county attorney, had some meetings since that time. There had been a few concerns that were brought up. One of the concerns was there will be an employment position within the board. There will be a director position, and just what the city and county's involvement will be with that employee. There has been changes in the documents that reflect that that director, at your all's request, has to come to a meeting. So if you want any updates or want to ask any questions of that director, you have the right within these documents to ask that they come to a meeting and answer those questions, or you voice those concerns. So that's been built in. Also, for budget purposes, there is a requirement. They will construct their own budget. For our own timelines, they have to have their budget done by February, so that gives us time to do our own budgets and calculate that into our own budget. I know that was another one of the concerns. And I think this has already been brought up, was where the any of the taxes or the funds that were collected was going to go into their account. That's going to be distributed amongst the county and the city now. So that's been taken care of. I think that's the concerns that have been emailed to me and the changes that have been made. I was happy with how the changes were implemented, and I think that resolved the issues that were brought up to me.
Mr. Mayor, in an effort to try to get jobs here as quick as we can, I am proud to make a motion that we approve this.
Okay.
And specifically, you'll be passing the resolution for the mayor to sign that's been emailed out to everyone.
And then we'll do a separate one for the interlocal, correct?
Yes.
Oh, I have one more question. I think you answered it in an email to me. I'm not sure if it went to the rest. About Owensboro Health's involvement in this and how they are not mentioned at all in any of this document, and all of the financial. It was split 50% county, 50% city of Leitchfield, with no mention of the partnership and contribution with Owensboro Health.
Yes, it builds in a mechanism to have another agency participate, but these are documents specifically between the city and the county.
Right.
But there is a mechanism that allows other participation from another agency.
So would, like, the contribution from Owensboro Health, that would be in addition to the 100% funding between the city and county, and then Owensboro Health would be contributing just additional?
That's the way it's constructed.
Funds?
Yes.
And they will have an equal number of appointments on this committee?
They won't, no.
They will
won't have
not.
They will not.
All right.
Yeah, I think they're their involvement as far as being part of the committee. Ashley would be a part of it as CEO of the local
Right.
hospital. And that would be the limit of what they
The
would.
limit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll second Tim's motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Next up is the interlocal agreement to approve that. I'll entertain a motion, a second.
I make a motion.
Motion by Clayton, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Billy, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Next up is scheduled public hearing for the zoning requests, RZ-25-137.
I put this on here because I'm going to need Tyler's help on how long that has to be out there, since he's used to doing those. I know
30
there's certain
days.
rules we need to follow to get that on there, so.
Yeah, it has to be published in the paper for at least 30 days prior to. We have to send notification to all surrounding property owners no later than 14 days prior to as well. I was looking at the calendar and the way it's falling right now, it looks like October 20th will be the earliest that we could have that hearing.
Is if it goes in the paper this Saturday?
I don't think we can get it in the
That's
paper
what
this Saturday
That's what I'm thinking,
because
okay. I
today
was
is
just
the
trying to figure out where
deadline.
you were calculating
Yeah.
from.
Now, if we contact them tomorrow and they say, yeah, we can go ahead and get it in, then we could do it the first meeting in October. But if they can't get it in this Saturday, it won't go in till next Saturday. So that'll push it back to October 20th.
20th, so I think that's a better target date, so we're not rushing.
Yeah, that
on
gives us
anything.
time to get everything written up and get all the letters sent out or ready to send out to property owners.
Tyler, can you bring copies of the findings of the planning and zoning commission, whenever we have that meeting?
You all should already have that from when we sent the recommendation. It has their findings in there.
I can pull up that email and just re-forward that.
But, yeah.
I'm guessing it's findings of change in economic nature.
Oh, so you want to know what the requirements are? Yes, I can get that to you prior to, yes.
Thank you very much. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, unfinished business. We'll go down. Billy, anything?
I'll get it before Terry does. What's the timeline on the Healthplex survey presentation?
We actually met
Good,
on
bad,
that.
or ugly?
Yeah, we actually met on that today, and the Pinnacle, the company that did that, are wanting to come and make a presentation to the council, and I think we settled on October 20th for that day for them. Brittany was going to check with them and see, and we got some more numbers together today. We went through everything line by line and kind of guesstimated what we thought as far as some stuff they didn't have on there, adjusted some what we thought electric bill, utility type stuff, water, sewer, electric, gas.
Labor.
So, labor, yeah, and looked at salaries and what they recommended and everything. So, so that, I think when we left, Brittany was going to check on October 20th with them and see if that would be suitable for them to come and make their presentation. So,
David, appreciate your presence in the parade yesterday with all your officers. They looked professional and acted professional and did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll pass that on.
all but that one out of Lilac Road. I don't know about
I
him.
didn't get there. A little shady. That's all I have.
All right. Terry?
This is kind of old and unfinished. Before it turns into winter and just really unpleasant working conditions, could we get the Lincoln Trail engineer / surveyor to go out to Firefighter Park just to look at the available space to see how much space we actually have for the expansion of the splash pad and for additional playground equipment, like full equipment, not just one piece.
Okay.
We kind of need to know space-wise before we can start looking at, actual plans, actual products.
Right.
And we need to have all of that pretty well lined out before the budget starts meeting again.
Yeah.
So could we do that in the next
Yeah, I'll contact
little bit?
Charlie up there and see when we can get with him, and we'll get him to come down and look around. We have talked a little bit about the enlargement of the splash pad. So we'll revisit that at this point with Trent, and
That, I mean, Mayor, that, I don't know how many of you all have been out there around noonish, 1 o'clock during the summer. We have to expand that
Right.
regardless of anything else that transpires out there.
Yeah.
The number of kids of all ages who are out there.
Yeah.
If we could even, I mean, if we're dreaming, let's dream big. There also needs to be additional shade structures because the number of families who go out there, the number of adults who are all hovered around little bitty pear trees
Right.
that provide zero
Yeah.
shade or anything.
yeah.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, we can,
splash pad first.
There may be
Yeah.
grants out there. You may get in on an early grant that probably helps you in some of you, especially a theme park like that, you might.
and we get quite a few magazines here that specialize in splash pad equipment, pool equipment, things like that. And I've got some in there on my desk. We've looked at several different things. Some of the neatest ones are, nighttime type things, which we won't do a lot out there just
Right.
because of the hours, but in the
We
summer, but
We have a lot of Brackenridge County people that are bringing their kids over here too. It's not just our kids, but we've got kids all over that's coming in there.
yeah. And I agree with Terry. I think that the splash pad is priority one, I think, right now.
I
is
think
to
so,
try and
too.
get that done.
But we
It ain't
have-
as hot as that pickleball court, though. Daggone.
Yeah, it really is.
No, it ain't. I've been there.
Me
Be
too.
there at 10 o'clock at night.
But we need to know how
Yeah.
much space we have, available
Okay.
space we have working, or that would be suitable. That's
Yeah.
all I have.
Okay. Tootie?
No, sir.
Clayton?
No, sir.
George?
No, sir.
Tim?
No, sir.
No here. All right. New business. I will say, this is kind of between new and old, but there has been some consternation about the upkeep of our Veterans Memorial over there. Scotty and I,
Sorry, what'd you say?
our Veterans Memorial, about the
Gotcha.
upkeep of it. So Scotty and I met with a gentleman last week. Talked to him again today. We are going to get all that cleaned up good, pressure washed, regrouted, probably add some lighting, and we're gonna make it sparkle and shine, and probably we'll try to enter into a quarterly contract with him to keep it that way. We've let it slide back a little bit.
We've reset them bricks once already.
Yeah. And, but I think with what we'll do here, and it's fairly economical, the gentleman that does this, does it professionally and, does a lot of work out of state, different states and things. So he's got some good ideas about how to get it cleaned up, and then
Agree.
we'll seal everything, get it back, like new, and then we're gonna keep it that way. We're gonna put a little more effort into keeping it that way, so. So if you do get any calls about it, by early fall, we'll have it going, and we'll just kind of be at the mercy of their schedules, but we are going to get it done fairly quickly. New business, Billy,
No, sir.
Terry,
No.
Tootie,
No, sir.
Clayton.
No, just something I'm prideful about. Want to wish my dad a happy birthday. He was chief of police. I was sitting looking at David. We grew up side by side, and both of us had fathers that were chief of police and worked together for many years. And want to tell David how thankful I am to see the job that he's doing. And I know Joe would be I know he's one of your biggest fans right now, And I know Dad is mine, me sitting in this position, and I just thought about that today. Today's Dad's birthday, so I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Clayton. George?
Does anybody got any information on the Hatfield Inn down here? I've noticed it's been closed for quite a while.
They, we had several people at the fiddling contest had reservations there. They had originally told us they thought it would be closed for about 6 weeks. I think they had some water issues. And when the week of the fiddling contest, they called some of those people, and I talked to one in particular. He said they told him it may be 6 months before they're open back up. So,
No idea.
So
I don't know
what happened, nobody knows?
They had
Saw signs said
some water
renovation.
flooding problems, I think, and so I'm not sure how extensive, but it must have been fairly extensive. And I don't know, maybe they were looking at remodeling anyway, but, that was back in July. They were talking probably 6 months before they got open back up, so.
That's all I have.
Tim?
I just personally like to thank you. I know there's a ton of people that are very interested in that Veterans Memorial Park. And thank you for your diligence on that, and thank you for your efforts in getting that taken care of and put back like it was.
Glad to do it. It needs to be kept up and respect shown, so.
And these veterans all over the signs that's being put up, that's a blessing.
We will be putting more of those up soon, so.
That's good.
Anything else, Tim?
No, sir, thanks again.
You're welcome.
The only thing I have, you all know, Tammy Langdon's last day was Friday. Her replacement, Monica Ferguson, started today, so if you all happen to see her in here, just welcome her.
Arlene? Wes? David? Tyler?
Mayor, I have one thing that I forgot to mention. Can I
Okay.
add it on?
Okay, yeah.
There was a local organization, Danny Beasley and the World Wrestling Alliance held a fundraiser for one of our city departments, which is the Leitchfield Animal Shelter. And they brought in a significant amount of supplies for the shelter along with cash donations. And I think that they're going to do it again maybe around September 13th. So I thought that was really nice that other organizations are noticing our departments.
Yeah, I agree. I talked to Danny about some of that, and it's a good thing that they're doing. And
We have several organizations,
We
Black
do.
Hawk Mafia Car Club,
Absolutely.
yeah,
that they do Animal Shelter, Grace Manor.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Community always steps up where they're needed.
They do step up.
Yeah.
Danny's doing a great job with that stuff. Thank you, Terry. I was supposed to mention something, totally forgot. So thank you very much.
Okay. Anything else, guys? All right, down to other business. There will be a Parks and Recreation Committee meeting on September 15th at 5 p.m. KLC is offering a 4-hour planning and zoning virtual training course on October 29th at 9 a.m. Please let Tyler Harrell or Lori Woosley know if you would like to sign up. If you have claims to submit to McGregor for fiscal year 24-25, you have 90 days from June 30th to get those submitted. The next chamber luncheon will be on September 11th at noon. Please let Lori know no later than noon on Monday, September 8th, if you plan to attend. And the annual chamber dinner is scheduled for Thursday, September 25th. If you plan to attend, please let Lori know. We have a total of 16 seats for city and utility. Do you know how many signed up at this time, Lori?
I think so far we've got 8 seats taken, I think is what it is.
Okay. So just let Lori know if you plan on going to that. If there are no other comments, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Motion by George, second by Clayton. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, guys.
Think you're slick.
Are you gonna plan on going this year? Do I need to put you all down?
If I go, it'll just be me.
You want me to put you down, or?
Oh, yeah.